So I'm sharing today about, I was researching on the internet about emotional energy centers of the body. And I got it from a variety of sources. You're welcome to do your own research. And in this, okay, so I'm going to go through different areas. Shoulders is a burden area, so it's responsibilities, carrying a heavy load. I also want to say some of these I learned from my own experience. Throat center, self-expressing issues, lack of trust, inability to speak feelings, a lack of nurturing. Heart center, grief, sorrow, sadness, loss, emptiness of the heart, lack of love, cruelty, meanness, helplessness, aloneness, disillusionment, humiliation, shame, and embarrassment, a genetic or ancient memory, repressed feelings, disappointments. The fear center is the solar plexus, and phobia is loss of control, giving power over to another person, relationships. Anger center is the right waist and rage at others, at self, resentment, jealousy. The left waist is guilt, shame, unworthiness center, unacceptable, self-judgment, criticism, not deserving of the good life has for us, inability to accept and receive. Support area is the outermost side hip. Emotional is the left side, financial is right side for support area. Old stuff center, whether the navel, it's family sexual issues, violation of body, personal space, childhood conditioning, molestation, abuse, rape, impotence, frigidity, something done to us, something taken from us without permission. Survival center is the pelvis and root, feeling we want to survive and may not. A life threatening incident, or it's also impotence, frigidity. It's the first year of life, basic creativity, violations related to surviving. It could be rape, abuse, accidents, or violence. Left side of pelvis is the self or someone we trusted, the betrayal center. And the right side is rejection center, abandonment, criticism, and judgment. Even heart pain. It's from others or the self. And then I want to kind of switch gears, but not too much. We're talking about energy. I want to go into spirituality. We cannot hide. It's obvious. The unseen is seen. It's like a dog hiding with its head under the bed, thinking it's hiding even while the rest of its body's sticking out and everyone could see. It's like the cookie crumbs around the mouth, but even believing I didn't eat it. When we idolize the version that can see what we hide and doesn't need to be told, it knows, and we either want to be wanting to be seen both and also to hide that, or believe someone else is that. We say like, oh, there's someone that could see through everything, or, that we want to be that. These remnants they carry, an aspect treated like a spiritual parasite, means some radiating fundamental goodness is being blocked. It, whatever it was inherently good. There's a willingness to face doubts and soothe, so that we can have a version of ourselves that's a comforter, and needed some people to have to suffer for that not be true, to need people to suffer in order to be a comforter, so you could comfort their suffering. If we let it go, so I wrote, I'm ready to let that go, to let it go, show up as I am. This is from a few years ago in my research. For the sake of everyone feeling better, facing where I use others having needs as a way to make sure that they buy into having general, like being in need, just so that they can support me and help me in my personal needs, to be able to be of use, to be needed. Sometimes I misbehave and need to make a scene and cry and scream, and I wanted it all to be seen, and I want to say mean things without getting punished, and demand unconditional love in the form of presence, attention of an observer. But there is almost nothing to rely on. Why did I observe so much that refuses to observe me? And I was seeing outward, smoked weed to go inward, indulging myself in company rather than being good company, because I don't want to be a burden or interruption. It makes being alone easier, but I want to be more divine and able to love, even just a few people, enough to give up, to satisfy the need, to sacrifice. Means that there has to be one I can love as much as me. And it's like I came here to sacrifice my life for someone. The idea of my man could be a spur of the moment thing. like raising a child or many children, marrying a dependent or who's disabled, alcoholic, addict. Just think of the daily dose, needing godly love alone to be able to love anyone. When I'm exposed, it's like trying to hide removes any chance of there being a hiding place. Have to be in plain sight as having the desire, whether it's to soothe or for comfort. And, in terms of marrying a dependent or meeting the needs of someone that they glued into a pretty face in a moment of revelation of an unexpected fragmentation, I can be the soothing presence. I am. It's lonely to give my life to share it, it seems, to those who don't appreciate me, but I remember begging with all my spirit for God to be here with me on earth. Yeah. Like, that's how we refer sometimes. We say someone godly who I can count on, loving, compassionate, who cares about me and could never be mean to me just because they could be mean. And I'd like to finish with something from Rabbi Trugman and Chabad.org. So Rabbi Trugman says, Abraham had to start with 8, David had to start with 6, and Shlomo had to start with 5 points. When we think of the word Chava, Eve, the first woman, Ches, the numerical value is 19. Ches is 8, Vav is 6, He is 5. The previous world from Tohu, which is disorder, chaos, and the previous 7 worlds, represented by the 8 Edomite kings lineage. This is from not the Jewish lineage of Shlomo and David, but from Avram, his grandson, had children that were considered Edomite. Some people say it's Roman, Christian people now. Anyway, the 8th wife of the 8th king was Mehetevel. The gematria is, the numerical value is the same as Zma, which is cosmic, planetary, refers to the vessels shattering. From Chabad.org. Oh, and we know that they had to leave Garden of Eden in terms of vessel shattering, and from the idea that there was 7 worlds before this one, and the previous world from the chaos. Chabad.org, this is from there. It says, you're a city, you're the master of the 4 gates that enter your city. The gate of listening, the gate of vision, the gate of imagining, and the gate of speaking. The husband is the infinite God, and although he's infinite, he can be known to each of us if we will only clear the gateways for him. To enter. This is why all the world competes to storm the gates. They want you to see the ugliness they see and the cacophony they hear. Imagine the nonsense they imagine and speak without end. They want to be the voting citizens of your city, and then you will desire all they desire. You will know only what they wish you to know. No room will be left in your city for anything but them. That is why you must remain the master of those gates, so that wisdom will flow through them. Endless wisdom. And I'll stop here for this video. Be well. Bye.